Alright, welcome back my fellow humans. So today we're going to be looking at the height of our lift here, because I've done a previous video where I measured how much lift I had, but now that I've upgraded it and lifted it more, I want to make sure I have it right? Okay, so we're going to check and see how high our front end is, and then how high our back end is, and compare it to the stock size, and then we'll be able to get our lift size, how much we have in the front and how much in the back. So without further ado, let's get measuring and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, I'm going to quickly show you guys where to do it, and so you can get it in the right location, because if you measure it wrong, you're getting the wrong measurement, right? So you're going to want to measure from the flat end of the axle here, because not on one of those raised pieces, on the actual flat piece of the bar, if you can see where I mean. So it's going to be right there for the front, and then you're just going to measure all the way up to the top of where this beam is, because since it's a unibody, it's not necessarily a frame, so you don't have exact, but if you measure it up to that point right there on the framing, and then just straight down to the axle right there, you're gonna get a pretty good measurement. So that's where all my measurements are based off of, so you'll be able to tell where that is. Alright, for the back also, it's pretty easy as well. We're just gonna be measuring up to this line, just this whole flat spot right here, and then you're gonna measure it down to the flat end of basically the pipe here, but it might be like slightly back further, so it's like going to be right here, and it's just going to be the flat end of everything. So yeah, just go to the flat and we're going to measure it out, see what we get. Alright guys, we have our measuring tape down here, and it's just down to the flat part of the axle and then to the top of the unibody here, and so it's just the flat part. And based off of what I'm seeing here, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's about 12¼ inches. So that's pretty good. And then we can also measure the other side too, just in case you want to make sure both sides are even, but I'm pretty sure mine is already, because I've already checked that before. So now we can basically move on to the back and see how far that one is. Okay, let's put the measuring tape there. Alright, so just the flat of the axle again, and to the flat part of there. And looking at it, we're looking about 12 inches right there. So about 12 inches in the back. I know the other side is probably exactly the same as well. So let's get the stock sizes. Well, the stock lift size. Well, stock ride height. And then we'll compare the two, see what we get. Alrighty, we have the stock heights right here. So we got the stock front is about 6 3/4. And then the back is about 6 inches from the two areas that we measured. So if we compare the two between our lift here, so the front was about 12 1/4, the back was about 12 inches. Pardon the terrible writing, but whatever. And just minus those together, we're gonna get about, let's see right here, we got about 5½ in the front and 6 in the back. So I was thinking that I saw a slight, here, let's go to this side, a slight downhill on this thing. It just didn't look right. So I'm pretty sure, well, there it is. It's 1/2 inch too short. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to get a different spacer in here, because when I lifted it, we put this spacer in, but it kind of looks a little small. So I'm thinking if we take it out, add a 2-inch spacer in there. So even though it adds 1/2 inch more, it's gonna give us that aggressive look, just to add a little more in the front than the back, so we don't look too stink-bugged. So that's pretty good. Now I know what to do, and now you know what to do to your Jeep if you want to measure how much it is lifted or how much you want to go. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and if you want to see another video, it's going to be right here. It's going to be very helpful to you, and I appreciate every single time you watch my videos. See you later, guys. Whoop.